As Sun Tzu said, the supreme art of war is to defeat the enemy without fighting. Sun Tzu said, become a peaceful warrior, win every battle, and defeat every enemy peacefully and silently. Do you know the victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win? Sun Tzu was a Chinese military general, strategist, and philosopher, and he won thousands of battles with his strategies. So many enemies had just run away or gave up or laid down their weapon just before even the war get started. My friend, there would be so many enemies in your life who will bother you, who will disturb you. Many of them would try to take advantage of you, and at some point you will call it fate. You will blame your fate, and you will be on the verge of losing in life. But don't let this happen to you. Just think about it. Use your brain a little bit. You can be a peaceful warrior. You can be the captain of your soul, and you can win in life. So today I will share with you 7 strategies by which you will become a peaceful warrior from an angry loser, by which you will get to understand the plan of your enemies in advance. These strategies would look like very simple, but they are hard to implement. But if you apply, if you follow, I guarantee you they will change you. Remember, if you want to win in life, then read about power. Become the master of knowledge and power. So let's get started. Number 1, stay calm. Don't let your enemy see you upset. The main thing an enemy wants is to gauge a reaction from their target. The main aim of your enemy is to see you scared, worried, stressed. Don't give them the satisfaction. As Marcus Aurelius said, the nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to win. It's easy to get angry or upset when someone is mistreating you. The trick is not to show it. If you feel like you are about to lose your emotion, just walk away or take a few deep breaths. Because staying calm and cool lets the enemy know that they have no power over you. Number 2, look them in the eyes. This sneaky psychological tactic can be very disarming. If your enemy tries to push you around, do your best to look at the eyes of them fearlessly. It makes you look more confident, which might be enough to throw them off their stride. Even they will be forced to really see you and maybe think twice about being so unkind. Looking them in the eyes and laughing or smiling can be especially effective, because if they are trying to get you upset, that's not the reaction they will be expecting. As Jackson Jeffrey said, look deep into the eyes of your enemy and you will see your real strength. Number 3, team up with some trusted allies. Dealing with an enemy alone can be very difficult. As Sun Tzu famously said, you are much more likely to defeat an opponent if you outnumber them. Talk to some other people you trust about what's going on, whether they're family members, friends, or people in your professional support network. If your enemy sees that you have a bunch of other people in your corner, they're more likely to back down and leave you alone. If your enemy is bully, they will want you to feel powerless and isolated. Teaming up with others is a great way to undermine that goal. You might have seen in movies like Mission Impossible or Fast and Furious or James Bond, Hobbits or Lord of the Rings. You might have seen in these movies, they will work as a team. They have a team. Number 4, build yourself up instead of bringing them down. As you might have heard, success is the best revenge. So disappoint them by seeing the bigger person, peacefully and silently. You know, sometimes we put focus too much to bring our enemies down, and we lost our own path or power. That is why we should focus more on building ourselves than bringing others down. If you try to bring them down, they will win. But if you build yourself up, they will lose. Because a true enemy will hate to see you happy and successful, which means that living your best life is the best way to defeat them. A few ways you can do to live your life best ways, like focusing on self-care. Do the things that you find enjoyable, relaxing, and fulfilling. Making a list of your strengths and positive qualities. Repeating an empowering mantra to yourself, like I am fierce, I am powerful, I am unstoppable. Number 5, know when to move or attack. The secret to success is having a strategy and knowing when to move and when to be patient and wait for the perfect time to make your move. If you know your enemy and then plan your strategy around that knowledge, you can easily attack where he is not prepared and move when he doesn't expect you to move. The ancient Chinese general Sun Tzu said, "When I wish to avoid battle, I may defend myself simply by drawing a line on the ground." Keep it simple and let your enemy know where your boundaries are. Say something like, "That's not acceptable," or don't talk to me that way. Avoid using emotional language or saying anything that makes them feel like they have gotten the reaction they're looking for. For instance, don't say something like, "You're ruining my life," or "You make me so angry." Number 6, stay silent, or use the power of silence, because silence makes your opponent confused. The greatest warrior Sun Tzu said, "He will win who knows when to attack and when not to attack." He said he defeated thousands of his enemies using the power of silence. So many times he puts his enemies into deep thinking by staying silent. He said, never let your enemy know when or where you will attack. Because when your enemy doesn't know when or where you will attack, when you stay silent, it makes your enemies perplexed, and they will start thinking about you and your plan, that what you're gonna do, what your next move are gonna be. And because of fear, because he has to be prepared for an attack at all times, and he has to try to shore up his defense in multiple places. And this is exhausting for him. It tires him out, it frustrates him, and at times it enrages him. And in this way, they lost focus on their own goals. And this is how you can keep your plans secret. That is when you have him exactly where you want him. Once you have angered him, he is on his way to defeat. An angry man cannot think straight. He is not able to see things rationally, and he will make mistakes. And this is how you can take advantage from silence. And at the end, the game is yours. Number 7, keep your plan secret. Attack where he is unprepared. Move when he doesn't expect you, Sun Tzu said. Sun Tzu also taught that in strategy, secrecy is of the utmost importance. If the enemy knows what you have planned, it is easy to counter-attack. So keep your strategy secret. Always keep your enemies guessing. In this way, they will feel stressed and they will start thinking. And the stress associated with knowing that they are going to get hit hard, not knowing when, where, or how, really takes its toll of your enemies. So thank you so much guys for watching this video. If you really liked it, then make sure to subscribe to this channel and share this video as much as possible with your friends, family, and to anyone you think is going to help them.